we gaan nu wel het woord geven aan Terrence. Want die gaat ons vertellen wie de winnaar is van onze Discovery Award. Dank u wel. Ik kan ook klikken. Ja.
I'll switch to English as we are pending, as the award ceremony is pending, and I will shortly read my report, or our report rather, the jury report, and announce the winner. Just before that, we have, for a bit of fun, tracked the performance of the companies that present here. And if you had invested on the day that a certain company presented here, you would have seen an average performance of 86% return. We have spoken about Ivanhoe this morning. Mathieu Bos was presenting for Ivanhoe years ago. If you had invested in Ivanhoe on that date, you would have seen a return of 650%. Previous winner De Grey, you would have almost got to 500% returns. So we can go all the way down, but even Aya Gold, that was presented just last year, had a 97% gain just in the last year. I guess what we want to say here is that the companies that we asked to present here, they are quality companies, and they, particularly for the portfolio, have been important in terms of returns. So they are worth investing in for us. I will now start to read the report. It takes a few minutes, sorry about that, but we have to get through this in order to get to the ceremony. So I'll start reading. The list of presenting companies at our Discovery Day is a careful selection of the companies in our portfolio following up on a discovery. We are of the belief that all of the companies presenting are well-run companies of quality in their own right, regardless of whether they win or not. This year, somewhat more attention has been given to the harsh reality in the commodity environment that for a larger number of metals, shortages are looming on the horizon, and political reality shows increased competition over resources. Sorry, it's a bit haphazard, but I'm getting older, so I might have to get my glasses out soon. Some metals have now been termed critical, as governments are taking stronger measures to ensure supply of metals that will keep military and strategic industries active on home soil. Thus, besides our traditional focus on gold discoveries, we have also invited companies that have made copper, zinc, and zinc discoveries, and tin discoveries, as you've seen today. So in the following, we briefly highlight the companies in the order that they have presented, today. So we started the day with SRG Mining, with Mathieu. Mathieu didn't really spend much time on the project, so I'll explain a few things about the project. Advancing a graphite project in Guinea, SRG is not necessarily a new world-class discovery, but a project that fits very well in the strategic asset narrative. Graphite is a natural resource, crucial as an input into the EV battery, is dominated by China. And with SRG's aim of vertical integration, it has the potential to become one of the few non-Chinese producers of graphite, giving it strategic importance in the multipolar world that is now taking shape. SRG is managed well, has a solid backing by La Mancha, and has signed offtakes for 90% of its production for the first 3 years, and that sets it apart from almost all of its graphite peers. Tinka Resources. Tinka is one of the few advanced large zinc deposits that are not in production or owned by a major mining company. The project is valued at an NPV of US $434 million, whilst the company is only worth about 50 million at today's prices. We have tracked Tinka since its discovery of silver many years ago, and have seen the Ayahuasca project grow to a world-class zinc deposit with a significant added tin endowment. Tinka is surrounded by 2 Peruvian zinc producers, Buenaventura and Nexa, who are also already shareholders in Tinka, and we feel are likely candidates to acquire Tinka in due course. Pan Global Resources, situated in the Iberian Pyrite Belt in Spain that hosts a number of large copper mines, Pan Global is advancing its La Romana copper project. Currently, this is not a world-class size discovery, as we have seen, but proximity to a very mature copper mining region, as well as its Spanish location, are attractive to us as a European fund. Pan Global has numerous VMS targets to work with, and with copper shortages foreseen from 2030 onwards, we expect neighboring Grupo Mexico, First Quantum, and Rio Tinto will likely be interested in adding further resources to their mining operations. Banyan Gold, situated in the Canadian Yukon. We have tracked Banyan's discovery at Armac for a long while, and this has hit the 7 million ounce mark last year. Assuming the gold would be heap leachable, production cost would be relatively low, allowing for a profitable processing of the lower grades that are found at Armac. CEO Tara is a local from the Yukon, which we feel is a great advantage for advancing a project in Canada, which is often regarded as a complex First Nations environment. And the rising gold price environment and the success of neighboring Victoria strengthen the potential success of Banyan and may even lead to regional consolidation. Victoria Gold. Victoria holds a special place in the CDFund, despite the fact that our position nowadays is not so large anymore. It was, as John alluded to, one of our initial positions at inception when the company was working on a discovery of gold in Nevada. After John took over, attention shifted to the Yukon and Dublin Gulch, where a sizable low-grade deposit held potential. John persevered during the lengthy downturn between 2011 and 2016 and got the first major gold mine since the gold rush of over a century ago into production, and some would say against the odds. We consider this a major achievement. Dublin Gulch is the only portfolio holding we visited both during the development phase and the production phase, and I have personally witnessed the gold pouring that was shown on the picture, or at least one of the gold pourings in person. Aldebaran is situated in what we call the Vicuña Belt, a copper-rich porphyry belt that straddles the northern Argentinian border with Chile. Aldebaran's majority-owned Alta project hosts over 13 billion pounds of copper and almost 4 million ounces of gold already, a world-class-sized copper-gold resource. Aldebaran's massive copper endowment has received an interest from Australian copper producer South32, which has made 2 rounds of investments into Aldebaran since 2020. We see all major economically viable deposits in this region as potential takeover targets because the copper endowment is too big to disregard by a major producer. Snowline Gold. Snowline drilled 319 meters of 2.55 grams per ton at Valley in their discovery hole in October 2022, just 1.5 years ago. Snowline's Valley gold discovery, situated in the Yukon as well, has a unique combination of resource size, grade, and quality, and that sets it apart. Most reduced intrusion-related gold systems are quite low grade, but Snowline's deposit is much higher grade due to the uniquely high vein density. This world-class discovery has developed at an amazing pace, and various analysts already see 9 million ounces at surface. The project is a company maker and should attract the M&A departments of the big producers. B2 Gold holds a strategic investment in Snowline. American West, on taking over the helm at exploration at the Storm Copper project in Nunavut, American West has made great strides in defining a high-grade copper deposit. There's potential to double the deposit quickly and make it amenable for direct shipping that would not require any further processing. Intriguingly, deeper drilling has confirmed the potential for a larger sediment-hosted copper system analogous to the Central African copper deposit styles. Zoning of this mineralization is found along a strike of 5 kilometers, and although this would require a longer period of more expensive drilling, has the size potential to attract a major copper producer. Those were the candidates. Are we ready? The selection of the winner was done following the criteria we use for managing positions in our fund, and this year's winner is the most perfect fit to our discovery investing criteria. A very compelling set of discovery holes, the high speed of exploration and development of the project confirming the discovery, a project that is almost certainly of world-class scale already, a strategic partner in the form of a distinguished producer, and a current return to our portfolio already of 350% and counting. And the winner of the 2024 Discovery Award is Snowline Gold. Scott, congratulations. Well earned. I think we need to have it for the... There we go. There we go.
Awesome. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah.
Don't know if you have a word to say.
Did you prepare a speech?
I did not, but but no, thank you very much. This is it's an honor, and it's very exciting, and it actually gives me a chance to say one more point that I forgot to make in my presentation. And it's really that when we launched Snowline, we didn't set out with the Valley target in hand as as this is something we're going to launch a company around. It was really looking at the rocks, looking at the district, seeing the anomalies, seeing the potential. And the fact that we went out there and 3 years later we have something like what we have with Valley has us very excited. Like, we see it as a proof of concept. We see it as the tip of the iceberg out there. So hopefully we have many more discoveries to come. Thank you.
Fantastic.
Yeah. What always surprises me about Scott, that he's born in the Yukon. He walked there with his dad for really decades. He became a geologist, but he also has an MBA grade. So it's a wonderful, a very special CEO, and I'm very happy that you're the winner of this award.